Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to share with you about the 5 books I think that every pageant contestant should read. Today's episode is brought to you by Rehearsed to Relatable. If you're a pageant contestant and you really want to learn how to make yourself stand out and how to be different in the interview room, then click the description below for more details. One thing you might not know about me is that I love to read. It's something that I wish I had so much more time for and something that I try to make time for, but I really think that books are so valuable when it comes to anything that you want to know, anything that you want to learn in life, or ways that you want to improve yourself. The books that I'm going to be sharing about are books that I really think have a lot of value specifically for pageant contestants. I think that any young woman can learn a lot from these books, but if you're preparing for a pageant, they're going to be very applicable for your preparation. This book, yes, it is about tennis. It was written by a tennis coach, and so there's going to be quite a bit of tennis in it, and honestly those parts aren't going to be quite as applicable, but this book really touches on the mindset behind winning. Even though this book is written about tennis, it still really relates to the physical practice that we go through in pageantry for any of our on-stage competitions, which is why I love it so much. It really gets into how our minds work, how we practice, and how we perform at our best. So I'm obsessed with it. You guys can find even a free audiobook of it on YouTube. There's no reason why you should not read or listen to this book. The Confidence Code was essentially required reading as a Miss USA title holder. When you first win, you get this welcome email from the Miss Universe organization, and they share with you about this book, The Confidence Code, and really this is the science of confidence. The book was written by Katie Kay and Claire Shipman, and they share a lot of studies that are very interesting about confidence, the science behind it, what is it, and I think it's so interesting because we talk about confidence so much as title holders, so I felt like it was really enlightening and it could really speak to you on your own journey with confidence, which is why I recommend it to title holders. It was recommended to me when I was competing, which made a lot of sense. Let's take a quick pause just to remind you that if you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do so before you exit this episode, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so that you are notified when new episodes come out. The book She Wins, You Win by Gail Evans is a book that I would love for every pageant contestant to read and understand, because let me tell you, pageantry is a journey, and if you've never been in a competitive environment, you might not know how to handle that, how to navigate that, especially when we're talking about an all-female competitive environment. And what I love about this book is that you learn the benefit of not only, yes, you succeeding and you doing well, but the purpose of other women around you succeeding, and you can learn it's okay if we don't always win. It's okay if another woman succeeds, because at the end of the day, it helps all of us. So I really love that this author tackled that issue about women, because I feel like there are a lot of amazing women in pageantry, but then there's also a lot of women who have so many deeply rooted insecurities or feelings of jealousy or inadequacy that they let that get in the way of their experience, and it causes them to often seclude themselves or be unkind to other contestants or really just pull back. And honestly, what you should be doing is leaning into the experience, meeting the other women, building genuine relationships and connections. And I really want young women to read this book. I think it's so important for pageantry and for all areas of life. This book is essential, especially if you have nerves on stage when speaking. It not only has to do with the way that you deliver your speeches on stage, but for me, it really helped to address the issue of nerves, and it puts a lot of things in perspective. This is an incredible book. It's classic. It's something you can really take away from. You can actually apply the things in this book today. You can start applying them today. And this is going to help you, believe it or not, become a better public speaker. I believe even the skills that we're learning through public speaking and in this book can also be applied to personal interviews. So this is very, very valuable if you want to learn how to be a better speaker on stage. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, another powerful classic. So when I think about this book, I think about all the times that I had interactions with people throughout my time in pageantry at public events, orientations, rehearsals, pageant check-ins, all of those different things. And the reason that I think it's so important to address the times that you're going to be connecting with different people is because you never know the role that it's going to play in your life or how it can change your life. I could share with you so many stories about how I met people through pageantry, even if they weren't a contestant or a judge or a director, and I ended up fostering that connection, and then later on in life it served me, or I was able to serve somebody else in another way. I even recently had a contestant that I was working with that was telling me about how she had a small interaction with someone at an event, and then months down the road, that person that she interacted with found out she was competing in a pageant, wanted to support her, and provided her with a custom wardrobe. So things like that happen a lot more than you think. And I think that books like this, which really talk about how to navigate through social situations and how to build genuine relationships, not based off of manipulation or because you want something from someone, but just teaching you how to get through these situations in a really effective way that could potentially help you in the future. I think this information is so important, and I want more contestants to learn that. I want them to see the value of this so that when you go to an event, you can see opportunities around you. You don't have to be afraid. And this really can help a lot of people too who experience things like social anxiety. Sometimes that was really debilitating for me. Sometimes I would go to events and I felt so uncomfortable. I didn't want to interact with anyone. I just wanted to go home. And books like this can really help you to push through those feelings, because at the end of the day, being able to interact successfully with other people is going to help you in the long run. These are the few books that I felt made a direct impact on me during my time in pageantry, books that I still go back and read and refer back to, books that I share with my own coaching clients, and that's why I wanted to share them with you all today. I hope that you enjoy this. I hope that you check them out. I'm actually going to link these books in the description below if you want to purchase them for yourself, which I would highly recommend, but I'll also say that a lot of local libraries have these books too. Check out your local libraries, look them up, see if they're available there. If not, maybe ask a friend. These are really popular books, so someone you know might have them. You may be able to borrow them, and also you can even check out PDF versions of them and see if there's any available online, as well as audiobooks. So whichever way you like to learn, just go look up these books, ladies. If you're competing for your next competition, there's so much to gain, there's so much to learn and take away from them, and I really hope that they're going to help you to continue your journey and to continue to grow and achieve your dreams. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you want to see something else on my channel, please be sure to leave that in the comments below. Let me know what your requests are. I really look forward to reading them. Thank you for joining me for this episode, and I really hope to see you at the next one.